So you are being recorded right now, just so you know. All right. This is page 12. Turn with me to page 12. I want you to circle the ones we are completing today. On page 12, you're going to complete 1, 2, 3, and 4. On page 12, guys, your voices should be off. On page 12, you should complete problems 1, 2, 3, and 4. On page 13, so flip it over. On page 13, you're going to do 9, 10, and 11. 9, 10, and 11. So how many problems do you need to complete today? 7. 4 plus 3 equals 7. All right. Now, I'm going to go very slowly through. Let's do 2 of these together. I'm thinking 2 and 3. That's why I'm choosing 2 and 3. 2, we have to do the most work on. What about 4? All right. So some of you that write really, really big, if you write really, really big, I would like you to grab a separate piece of paper or have a notebook that you're doing this work in. If you can't write small and efficiently, you need to be practicing your handwriting at home. Write your numbers 1 through 9 over and over and over and over and over again. Are you ready? Yeah. What do those parentheses tell me that I have to do here? Multiply. Not that I have to do it first. Notice there's no operation within the parentheses. These parentheses are just denoting multiplication, okay? So it doesn't matter whether I put this one on the top or the bottom because they both have the same number of digits. So I'm just going to go through and rewrite this as 237 times 524. I've got to leave lots of room here. I see I have 3 digits I'm multiplying by, which means I'm going to have 1, 2, 3 numbers that I'm adding up, right? Think ahead as you're setting these up. Do these neatly. All right, so I'm starting with what? What am I multiplying by first? The 4. 4 times 7. Guys, if you have your planners with you, some of you might need your multiplication table. This is right after the handbook at the beginning of your planner. So handbook ends in 34, and then you have the science page, and right after that is this multiplication table, okay? So if you're struggling, use it. Yeah, the Versity Tom. Perfect, thank you. Bless you. Bless you again. 7 times 4 is 28, so I'm gonna put the 8 here. And I'm going to carry the 2. Now that I've done 4 times 7, I have to say 4 times 3. What is 4 times 3? You can tell me out loud, Sylvia. 12, beautiful. Plus I have to add that 2 to it. So what's 12 plus 2? 14. 14. So I'm going to put the 4 here and carry the 1. My last one of my ones is 4 times 2, which is 8. 8 plus that 1 makes 9. Beautiful. Now, what's my next step? What do I have to do before I start? Good. Right, put a 0. I got to hold a place in the ones. So now I'm multiplying by 2. I'm going to say 2 times 7. 14. Very good. And I'm carrying a 1 above the 3 because I haven't multiplied by the 3 yet. 2 times 3 is 6 plus that 1, very good, is 7. So I'm not carrying anything above this 2, but 2 times 2 is 4. Notice how neat these numbers look. I can read them. Now, since I'm multiplying by the hundreds, I have to hold the ones place and the tens place. Some of you are getting stuck a little bit here. Oops. So since we're multiplying by the hundreds place, we have to hold our our ones place and hold our tens place with a 0. So now we're going to start multiplying by 500 essentially. But instead in our heads, we're thinking 5 times 7, 35. So our 5 comes here. We carry a 3 above this 3. What's 5 times 3, Ian? Good. 15. What's 15 times 3? 18. So I'm going to carry the 1 above the 2. Yeah, exactly. Excellent. 5 times 2 is 10. Plus that 1 makes 11. Well done. All right, so now I want to add these up. So I'm going to bring down my 8. I have 4 plus 4, which is 8. I have 9 plus 7, which is 16, right? 16 plus 5 is 21. Anytime I see something that will make a 10, I always think to do that first. So I know my 8 and 2 make 10. So 4 more makes 14. And then when I carry my 1 here, I have 2, and then I just bring down that 1. Now, I would just leave this like this. Sometimes, yesterday, you guys were putting commas in, and it was starting to look like 3. Did I do something wrong? No. Hudson, why are you yapping? I'm trying to hear. Say sorry. That's all you have to say. And then you zip your mouth. Thank you, sir. What's up? I cannot zoom in, but you can move closer if you can't see. For sure. All right. Now, number 3. The reason I was going to do number 3, because I wanted to at least set it up with you. If I put 72 on top and 856 on the bottom, whatever's on the bottom is how many digits I would have to multiply by. So I want to put the one with the lesser digits on the bottom. So I'm going to put 856 on top. Yes, I would always put the higher numbers on top too. Although here, our higher number had nicer numbers to multiply by. We know our 4s, 2s, and 5s better than our 7s and 3s. It ends up kind of being the same, so it doesn't really matter though. 856 times 72. Notice it's nice and lined up. The first thing we're going to do is what? 2 times 6, 12. So I'm going to carry the 1. What's 2 times 5? 10 plus that 1 makes 11. Carry the 1 again. And what's 2 times 8? 16 plus that 1 does make 17. Any questions how we got that? That's essentially 856 doubled, right? 856 plus 856, that looks reasonable to me. Now I have to hold the place of my ones. That allows me to multiply by 7 and not 7D, right? 7 times 6 is a little tricky. You guys know that one? What's 7 times 6? You can say it out loud. 42. Well done. So I'm going to carry a 4. Now I have 7 times 5. That's what I did over here. What's 7 times 5? 35. What's 35 plus that 4 up here? 39. So I have to carry a 3 above the 8. And you know how I remember 7 times 8? 5, 6, 7, 8. Any dancers in here? So 7 times 8 is 56. Or you know how to count in order, right? 5, 6, 7, 8. So this is 56, but 56 plus that 3 makes 59. That makes a kind of big number, right? So now I have these so neat and in line with each other that I can easily add them. This is 2. This is 3. What's 7 plus 9? 6. Well done. We know this is 10 plus 1 more makes 11, and then 5 and 1 is 6. So you can leave it like that. You can put a comma in there as long as you're neat about your comma. If you've got a big old sloppy comma that starts to make your numbers look different, then let's leave those out. All right, you have a half an hour, a little bit less than that. You have 2 of these I want you to try on your own. And then you have these. Do you want to set these up? You know we're working on multiplication. So if she's making $248 times the number of hours, which is 36, that's how we would set that up, right? Same thing here. If she's making $329, or he's paying, sorry, $329 for 72 months. Whoo, boy. 72 months. You can see how much he will pay on the loan, right? If there are 640 people in every square mile and there is 32 square miles, we're multiplying by the number of miles to find the total. Okay, so that's how I would set up page 13. So just those 5 problems now. When you are done, what are you gonna do? I don't know. Alex. Remember, you need 5 topics learned this week. So our knowledge check should be done. If that's not done, get going. And then you're working on learning a topic in Alex. If you learn one a day, you don't have to worry about it, right? So finish this work and then get into Alex. All right. I will put this back up in 2 seconds after I end this recording.